You see, my enemy got lucky. Because I was lost. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. So my enemy, you might have caught up to me. But I shut all the distractions down that the enemy sent to me. And I found my voice again. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I was scared to work out today because it's a 7-day. I said, fuck it. I can't do that. I can't sit with that. I can't. Then it feels like an excuse again. I said, instead of lifting weights, I'll run. I stopped and got some water. My throat was so dry. But I'm about to start running again in a minute. Today's a beautiful day. And I'm here by myself. That's what I like about running. When you're running, it's just a lot of time with you and you. It's a lot of time with you by yourself. A lot of time with you in your head. Nobody's up. Everybody's still asleep. And I'm not even up that early. I'm up at 6. 6, like, you would feel like a lot of people up at that time. But are you up and doing something, or are you just up? Because I was up and doing shit. I was just up and thought that was good enough. And I kept sitting in the bed like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I'm just laying here like, yeah, I'm up, but like, I gotta do something if I'm up early. And then that thought about the 7 kept coming in my head, and I was just like, man, fuck it, just get up and go run. And here I am, about to go on a fucking hour-long run right now. So, just refueling. And just refueling and taking care of myself. I'm excited to see who I become. Very excited to see who I become. And you guys get to see it too. What's up, everybody? I am almost complete with my transformation. As of right now, we are focused on cleaning the whole space. We've already got the studio looking better. I'm going to go through it again. So every room I'm still going to go through again and put some touches on it, because all we did really was honestly just get the mess up. But there's still a few things I want to correctly organize, put a couple pictures up, fix the lights, like a complete reset. Kitchen is almost done. My room, I gotta go through, like, clothes still have to get washed. This is a process. Look at him. Get down. Hey, get down. This is a process. It's a process. And I'm okay with that, because I know at the end of the process, I'm going to be proud of how I feel. Like, even right now, I'm a girl, Girls have these moments of hormonal imbalances. So at times like that, it could also come into play. So I still have to wash my hair. Like, I'm telling you, it's nowhere near finished. Like, hey, these cats are so aggravating. They just don't leave shit alone. So, so yeah. So, yeah. Right now, I'm focused on resetting my whole home, resetting my house. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm starting to get a little bit bigger. I'm starting to already show some growth. I didn't eat yesterday, so I feel a little small from that, but it's okay. You know, minor setback for a major comeback. It's okay. And that's what happens. You have to take minor setbacks like these next couple of days. I got to try to get my content out and stuff like that while going through this transformation. But everything is going to succeed. Everything is going to happen. Everything is going to manifest like it needs to, as it has been. And this is an energy makeover. This is, everything that needs to be done to feel alive, to feel renewed and reinvent myself. I already feel like a different person, but right now I'm getting my physical reality to reflect exactly how I feel inside. Um, I ended up finding my old Think and Grow Rich book. You see that? I ended up finding my old Think and Grow Rich book, and it's like I gotta glue this back together too, cause I'm gonna Bob Proctor it for real, for real. I'm really gonna Bob Proctor it, and that's what I was doing before when I felt like I really got on a roll. It's just about keeping the consistency. That's all it is for me. That's all it is. That's the only thing that is stopping me. Consistency. And that's never really ever been a problem for real for me, because I've always had a work ethic. So that's why now that's what it's about. Just like being conscious. Because quite frankly, I become inconsistent, not because I don't want to be consistent, but just because I go unconscious. You feel me? So now I need to stay conscious at every moment, and think about, become aware of what I'm thinking about. Yeah. So yeah. So I already know we've done a little bit of cleaning up. I have some help helping me. She'll be back later today, so I'm gonna focus on studying right now. And that's really what I've been thinking about the most, is just studying, and visualizing, journaling. This is a very internal journey that I'm having right now, and honestly, I'm enjoying it. Oh, and working out a lot, and cooking and music. That's really been my focus. Music. I got a performance coming up December 3rd if you're in Miami. December 3rd. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more when I get some more information. I'm going to let you know. But December 3rd is when I'm performing. That's a very special day too. It's a very special day, but I'm proud of myself. I've been practicing the guitar again. Like, it's like when you start to organize your time, you start to realize where you have free time. You start to realize where you bullshit time. Like, I woke up 5 a.m. today. I went to sleep at 12, so I've been up for about almost 4 hours already. And immediately what I did when I got up, I put everything on, and I wanted to go to the gym, but I'm bleeding. So it just didn't feel conducive. So what I did was 5:50, I put some David Goggins on. I got some weights here, and I got my Pilates machine, and I went at it. So much that my leg, I started feeling some pain in my leg. I was like, whoa. But I was working on legs today. Legs, because my arms are already. But I feel by tomorrow I should be able to go out and get a good workout in. But yeah, that's listen, right now, I know it's a bit boring, But this needs to be recorded. This needs to be seen. This needs to be seen. Because what I'm about to do is going to be miraculous. I'm going to go on tour with SZA. Right? I'm going to go on tour with SZA. And it's going to be a sold out arena. A sold out arena. Ashe. Ashe. And when it happens, you'll know for sure this is real. SZA sold out tour. I can't tell you how much I'm making a night, but SZA sold out arena. I'm going on tour. Come on now. So yeah, Think and Grow Rich. And another one I want to show you. Like, these two books are powerful. These two books right here are so powerful. They will change your whole life. These two books will change your whole life. And this is what I'm focused on. And I read these other books for, fun other things in my mind. But these are really my main priorities every day. These are my main priorities every day. And I do read multiple books at a time. Like, I literally go through all kinds of books. Book. Read a chapter here. Read 3 chapters here. Read a chapter here. And it's what keeps me going. Because if I read the same book for too long, I'm not gonna want to keep reading it. Now, also, what I'm consciously going to do, too, is when I read, I'm going to read for like an hour. And I'm not going to look at my phone. Got to turn the phone off. Got to turn the phone off because I've been practicing focus. Being focused. Like, do you know how important it is for you to keep your focus? We don't recognize how important it is. If you don't have your focus, then that means that something else does. And if something has your focus, it has your attention. And if it has your attention, that means that it's in charge of what you create. Because your attention is what creates. Your focus and your attention. That's why this book is called Power of Awareness. It's the power of becoming aware. And once you become aware, you can create. Another book I recommend is up here. Yep. Master Key System. This is a very powerful book right here. This book will change your life too. This is what X was reading. This is what X was reading. All of these books. The universal is constantly seeking to express itself, to be of service, and it seeks the channel whereby it can find the greatest activity, where it can do the most good, where it can be of greatest service to humankind. Here's the secret power of mastery. To overcome does not mean to go without things. Self-denial is not success. We cannot give unless we get. We cannot be helpful unless we are strong. The infinite is not a bankrupt, and we who are the representatives of infinite power should not be bankrupts either. And if we wish to be of service to others, we must have power and more power. But to get it, we must give. We must be of service. Wow, this is powerful. These books are powerful. And this is why my focus more than ever is armoring my mind with what I need to be successful. I am destined to live a long, successful life. Look at what I do. Look at how I think. It's cause and effect. Right now, it's just I'm at the final stage of mastering myself. And that's becoming aware that I have not mastered myself. And that's when you know you're becoming a master at yourself. And that means, taming this body, taming this human flesh that has its temptations, that has its own feelings that you have to consider. And you have to learn how to work with them, use them. You know, it's very intelligent also. So, you know, you have to learn how to read it so you know when something is divine inspiration or something is distraction. You know, so train it, train it. The same way you get a dog trained, you have to train your body. Train, train, train. Train it to not always take the easy route. Train it to not always be comfortable. Train it to take the slow route sometimes. Hey, train it to take the slow route sometimes. Hold on. Okay. So, I was telling them at 5 a.m. earlier today, I was telling them, I was like, about like, you know, transformation. And I was like, I know I look crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wash my hands. I said, you gotta reset. You gotta reset. In order to really like make some shit happen, you got a real life reset. But I was just saying that I recognize that a lot of this, every single book that I've read about winning and success has talked about your imagination and like visualization. And that's something that David Goggins was talking about too. He was like, he said he could visualize like I don't know how he's playing. I could visualize like no other. Like, you know how the old people were saying. So he was like saying like he could visualize. So when he would go and do those marathons, he would visualize the course before going to the marathon. And then like I'm reading this book. I'm reading so many fucking books. I don't even know which book I got it from. I think it's Psycho-Cybernetics that says that if you imagine yourself practicing, you get better also. If you imagine, that's why like Kobe Bryant and them, they will always imagine the plays or imagine like, you know. So I'm like, damn, that's something I haven't done before. Like, let me not say something I haven't done before. It's something that I haven't been doing lately consistently, which is every day imagine, which is in your meditation. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I told you what happened when I did the meditation. I manifested someone asking me to perform. So now I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this can really be simple. It's just about being consistent. So it's simple, but it may not be easy. So then I was like, all right, bet. All I got to do is like force my mind to only consume one type of like content, which is everything like self-help and self-transformation, understanding the self, understanding the mind. And I'm like, you know, in African spirituality, in Yoruba, Ifa, Ori is the head. So it's like, I feel like my goal here is to understand the mind like no other. You know, like really understand how the mind learns, like understand how the mind accepts new ideas. So I'm like, okay, cool. Today is an 11 day. This is the day to really like visualize. And then when you visualize, feel emotional about it. Like, I think the reason why that meditation worked so well was because I was literally crying at how real it felt. But the thing about it is that he said that if you hypnotize someone and you tell them you are in Alaska and they believe it, their body will change temperatures. Did you know that? That's crazy. Their body will change temperatures. And I'm like, damn. Like, so none of this shit really is real. It's just like what our mind conceives to be real. And I'm just like, you know, from my perspective, anybody could either think somebody could either think I'm doing absolutely terrible if they're in my position, or somebody could think, oh my God, I'm doing absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. So then I was just like, damn, everything really is about how you see it and how you view it and how you think about it. And I started to realize that like you have to like change the way you think about yourself. Your self-image is so real. Like how you view yourself gets pushed out into the world, and then everybody else starts to view you how you view you. So obviously if you walk on the court and you carry yourself like, I know I'm fire, people gonna think you're fire until you play. And then how you play is also dictated on how you think. You know, so and it was like, you know, practicing basketball in your mind over all day, like that's a form of practice whether you believe it or not. Somebody could literally go practice and you could visualize a deep visualization for 2 hours as long as they practice, and you can get just as better as them.
No, I've had situations like that, like where I've just, seen a move. Then it's like, let me think how I could put it in there. Then you go to the
And
court,
see yourself doing it.
do it perfectly.
And it's fluid.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. So right now, like I was telling them, going through every room and kind of just like cleaning it up and giving it its own like energy and its cleanliness. I said, that's what's needed to create a new reality. You got to remove all of the old clutter, all of the old shit. Like when I see my home dirty, it makes me feel like I'm off. Like it makes me feel like, what are you doing? Like what's going on? Like you're not on top of shit right now. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's get this space clean. And then I was like, okay, then I can work on myself. Then I can do a facial and then wash my hair and then wash all my clothes. And then I'll feel renewed all over again. And then I'll feel like I could start. You know what I'm saying? Like I could actually monitor everything that's going on. But they've also connected cleanliness to the level of clarity you have in your mind. If it's not clean in your environment, your mind is going to be cluttered. And that's what was happening. My mind was cluttered. As a child of Obatala, cleanliness is close to godliness, for real. And I never realized that. I remember one time, I was in 2022, I was working for the lady, and my home was so dirty. I got so stressed out. I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Like, it was so bad. Like, it do something. We're drinking a smoothie right now. I wanted to record a video of me making it. Honestly, this tastes very sweet. It's a lot of date. It's like 2 dates in here. I'm going to drop it to 1. Because 2 dates is very fucking sweet.
How powdery it was, we needed that date.
Yeah, it was very powdery because I just wanted to put everything in it that we need. She was hungry, and I'm like, okay, I want to make sure she get all her minerals and vitamins, stuff like that. So it's a lot of protein. Maybe I'll cut back on the protein.
Is that what's crunching?
No, that's your granola.
It's crunching like
a chewy? Like a gritty?
Like a powder grit.
Yeah, that's the protein. Remember, I wasn't putting protein in the last one, but look. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see I'm getting a little bit. You see that, right?
I might need it then.
Alright, you know what I'm saying? So I put collagen in it. I put spirulina in it. I put protein in it. I put dates in it. Fruits. Like, I put so many mangoes and I can't even taste the mango.
I don't taste that mango at all. Like, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Regardless, even though this wasn't on the taste side, this was on the minerals and benefits side, I feel good knowing that I'm consuming something that's good for me. Also, I feel good that I know that I'm sticking to my diet. I did order some food last night, but the food I ordered is turkey wings. It's not fast food. I didn't want to order like Chick-fil-A or something like that. But now I'm going to get back to cooking. I got steak. I got ground beef. I got more eggs. I got to eventually get some avocado. I need some plantains. And then throughout this week, y'all going to see me chefing it up some more. Potatoes. I got sweet potatoes. I made curry potatoes. So, yeah, man. Honestly, like, I know that my first couple, when it comes for me, like, transforming or changing, my first couple of days are always the slowest. But once I get in a momentum, everything just like starts like, yo, guess what happened? Oh my God, damn, this happened, damn, and I've seen it. Like, the last time that I did this mental change, and the reason why it don't stay is because I fall off for some reason. I think I get comfortable. I think, oh, I did the work and that's it. No, this is a everyday work that you have to do. So what I was doing was, my life was like dull. Like, I felt like my life was dull. I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't really seeing results. And then I was like, I would go lay down and I would just visualize. My life was getting boring a little bit, but I just visualize every morning, every day. Visualize until all of a sudden, I was telling you that I feel like my TikTok viewers wasn't doing numbers for real. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? Leonard told me I can like magnetize all this shit. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go and like imagine that I have way more people on my live. And when I tell you, the very next day that I did that, I had 300 people on my live. But I was stuck at like 80 to 100 people for like weeks. So then I was like, damn. And then I started hitting 500, 600 people. And I was telling you about it. Then I was talking about magnetism. And then Alton Mason joined my live. So that's when I realized, yo, when I first started doing these lives based off of my imagination and I started getting viewers, my very first live, I was showing Alton Mason as an example of how to be magnetic. And then within a couple of days, he joins the live. That means that the shit works. You feel me? But the problem, I got some on here. You doing that, do you?
No.
But the problem is that I wasn't consistent. So I realized that I had to continue doing that shit. You cannot, like, once it start working, you know what I'm saying, that's it. Like, I felt like I just kept getting more and more sales, more and more sales. I was just buying whatever the fuck I want. Here, order this. And I was in a momentum. But, again, I fell off. So now, the hardest part is getting back on. That's why if you can stay consistent. Because it is hard to get back on. It's like, once you lose your focus, it takes 30 minutes to get your focus back to what it was. That's crazy. So that's where I'm at with it. I know it works. And I've tried it out like 3-4 times. I've had periods of success like 3-4 times. But it's just, I stop. I get comfortable.
It was you.
It was me, yeah. It could only be me. It can't be nobody else. It can only be me. So I was like, you know what? Now that I know what my problem is, now I know that I just need to create the habits that naturally ingrain that creation part. So that's why I'm like, all right, 5 a.m. Like, I woke up 5 a.m. today naturally, no alarm. And I was like, damn, okay, that's good. Because before I had to use an alarm. And I went to sleep at 12 and I'm not tired. So that means that my body, even though, you know, I'm on my period and stuff like that, my body is getting the nutrients it needs, is getting everything it needs to continue, you know, because remember I told you, I want my body to have more than enough energy that I don't need coffee. So I woke up 5 a.m. off of my own strength and I immediately just worked out. And then I started visualizing. No, I came and got you. And then after you left, I started visualizing. And I was reading the whole time. Then I went to sleep. And then I called you again. And now we're here. So this whole day, every moment, I've been conscious of what I am doing. Like every moment, really. Because you don't want to go into auto mode. You know, a lot of it, you know how when you're driving, and like all of a sudden you just zone out, but your body is still driving perfectly. That's going auto mode. You don't want to go auto mode. When driving, I guess is okay. But like throughout your day, you want to consciously know, like, what am I doing? What am I thinking? How am I thinking? Why am I thinking that? And then making sure that it's in alignment with the version of you that's like what I want.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you have to ask yourself, like, the version of me that has this successful league, would I be fucking with these people? No. Damn, you turned all the way over there? Mind your business. That shit turned all the way over there. I didn't think it could do that. It's water. This shit thick. Need some water, boy. I'm drinking a smoothie and I need water. What'd that tell you?
That shit thick.
Thick. So yeah, man. I've been learning a lot. So after this place is clean, the final stage is getting myself together. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. My girl even been treating me funny because I ain't on my shit for real. So that's why I'm like, I gotta get fine. Because I know I'm not living in my most attractive self right now. But that's okay, because I know that it's a process. But once I get there, I'm feeling myself. Period. Period. Nobody got time to be not their best self. I gotta be my best self. I'm just studying. Studying. Alright. If I had to choose another book, I wonder what I would choose. Where my book at? Yo. Listen. This baby right here. Whoo, this one right here is very, very, very powerful when it comes to your craft. Yep, I need to read this again. Yep, I need to read this again. Look at all of this, like, highlight. Like, when I got a book, I do not play. I do not play when I get books. When I get books, I do not play. Like, I be in this motherfucker like, what? I done read this book so many times. Mastery by Robert Greene. Well, discover your calling. That's one I would say too. That's what I'll leave you with for now. I don't want to give you too much. One last one. Two last ones. Winning. Oh, what's crazy because both of them say winning it. How to win. Excuse me. Sorry. How to win friends and influence people and winning. These two. Yes. I finished both of these books. This book I actually got when I was 16 years old. Like, these books are so old. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to get to studying and journaling. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. This is so good. Like, his teachers, his energy really just be transforming, like, people. He's in a 33 year right now, too.
One person that had MS in the middle of the week had a very profound experience.
One, and then we go both legs out and in. Exhale away, inhale back. 4 more.
Okay, Mia.
Time out, man.
She said time out.
Pause the video.
She said time out. Everybody, I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying all of the content. I'm putting out a lot because you already know we locked in, we focused. I've been reading about a book today, but I'm about to start a second book. I'm not really started, but just go over it again. But I will show you the book that I have been reading. I've been thinking about doing a book collection video. And the book that I started off reading today was Focus, Emotional Intelligence, Harvard Business Review. And I've already read this book already, but I'm going to give it another go just so I can, refresh my mind. But honestly, these past couple of days, I've been by myself and I'm starting to feel my cortisol levels come down. I'm starting to feel happier. I'm starting to feel more in love with the simple things. I'm just starting to feel better. And honestly, I think it started with last night's live where I was just going off, letting, whatever my spirit wanted to say to people and just giving it to them, I noticed that, sometimes we can lose ourselves and we need to reset. And that's what I needed. I needed to reset. Also, if you have been waiting for your order is about to go out, okay? I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. Break down something I just read. So here in this lower section, it says, the self-image is our own conception of the sort of person I am. I'm going to read it to you. This self-image is our own conception of the sort of person I am. It has been built up from our own beliefs about ourselves, but most of the beliefs about ourselves have unconsciously been formed from our past experiences, our successes and failures, our humiliations, our triumphs, and the other way people have reacted to us. All your actions, feelings, behaviors, even your abilities are always consistent with this self-image. In short, you will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. Wow. Not only this, but you literally cannot act otherwise, in spite of all your conscious efforts or willpower. The man who conceives himself to be a failure type person will find some way to fail in spite of all his good intentions or his willpower, even if the opportunity is literally dumped in his lap. The person who conceives himself to be a victim of injustice, one who is meant to suffer, will invariably find circumstances to verify his opinions. Wow. That's deep. What are we talking about today? Manifesting, being magnetic. She said she was visualizing. She said she was visualizing. She's a Leo too. She's a model. Didn't I just tell you I figured it out? The same shit gonna happen the same way Alton Mason popped up. Look, I found a different synchronicity came up. A different synchronicity came up. Do y'all understand? Like, do I need to explain that anymore, or do you get it? The moon's in Leo today, see? Do I need to explain that anymore, or do you guys get it? That's powerful. That's powerful. Listen, y'all. I want to finish talking about how to make them crave you. I want to talk about how to make them crave you. Okay, so first of all, now you recognize how powerful visualization is. Okay, so what were you saying about becoming stagnant? Okay, so this is what I was saying. And thank everybody for the gift. People can feel when you're becoming stagnant. People can feel that. People can feel that. And you know what's funny? Before she called, I was mentioning friends, how your friends will look up to you. And your friends will come to you for advice. Didn't I? Yo, I just said that. I just said, usually your friends look up to you and they come to you for advice. Didn't I just... Yo. This is your sign that you need to start visualizing today. This is your sign that you need to start tapping into your imagination. But the thing about it is, after you tap into your imagination, you have to keep the feeling. She imagined herself. Like, I just got a live fucking testimony. I've got a live testimony just now. So I'm telling you, it works. If you want to manifest being a model, being this version of you, you have to see yourself as big. You have to see yourself in that state already. She said, I already saw I saw myself. Like, I saw myself at that. I saw myself. It works. It works. It works. So now you have your doubts. Now that you have this energy, your doubts, your analytical mind has been given evidence. I want you to remember this feeling like, oh shit, it works. Somebody said the sound is going in and out. The sound's going in and out? Can y'all hear me? Somebody saying the sound is going in and out. Is that true? Somebody saying no. Somebody saying yes. Not for me. Sound is good. Sound is fine. Somebody telling me I'm good. I don't know. I don't know why the sound going out on YouTube. All right. Anyways. So let's get back into it. So I gotta regain my focus. I gotta regain my train of thought. So now that that has happened, somebody said, my girl of 4 years just left me for a guy. You got any advice? That's congratulations. You've been rid of something that probably was taking away from you. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about too was I wanted to talk about how in order to make the world crave you, you have to first know who you want to be. You have to know what kind of player, what kind of character you want to be. Period. And now it's going in and out again. I'm confused. Let me see something. No, it's not. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna stop playing with me. Y'all playing with me. Every time I try to get my little train of thought going on, y'all start messing with me. Anyways, all right. So, I want y'all to know that everything that I'm talking about is connected to you being your most magnetic self. That's where I really want to reside in when it comes to what I teach. Like for this year, most of what I teach is going to be about how to become your most sexiest self, your most magnetic self, your most attractive self, how to make the world crave you. And the way that you make the world crave you is you have to become somebody that's worth craving. You have to get fine. You got to get sexy. You got to invest. Like, to become magnetic is also work. To become magnetic is also work. Like, let me tell you something. Cooking your own food. Let me tell you something. You got two options. You either cook your own food. It really is not even two options. You need to blend the two. You need to cook your own food, and you need to have new experiences in new restaurants. Somebody said, child, money. And that's why you're stuck. 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 The moment that you think that there is something in the way, it becomes in the way. Cooking is cheaper than going out. So I'm not understanding you saying money. And this is something else I learned. This is why you shouldn't do things for money. Let me teach you something. This is why you shouldn't do things for money. When you do things for money, right? That means when you get the money, you're probably going to be done. When you get the money, you're probably not going to want to do it anymore. You don't want to do it. You don't have drive. You don't want to get better. And the reason why God, the Most High, has been telling you to stop doing things for money is because once you get it, you get comfortable. So that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do the thing that you would do for free. So that way, even when you continue to get money, you still want to do it and you still work on it. That's when I noticed, holy shit, I need to be making more music. That's when I realized, holy shit, I need to be creating from that energy. You know what I'm saying? So stop doing things for money. And I want you to recognize, I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to do any changes like that. I'm telling you to change your perspective on why you do what you do. So, if you chose a job strictly for money, but not to elevate you towards what you want to get better at, you are stuck. You are stuck. Somebody said, I need the money to do the things I want to do for free. No, listen to me. If you chose a job that has nothing to do with your craft and what you love to do and what you want to get better at, but it's simply for money, you are stuck. Let me tell you why. If you ever read the book Mastery, and if you ever wanted to master a craft, every time that I had a job, let me tell you something. Every time I had a job that was connected to what I love to do. So at the time when I was really in fashion, I was working at H&M. At the time when I was already making over $1,000 a day. And I was working for a multimillionaire, not because I needed the money. Her money wasn't even paying my bills. My money was paying my bills. Her money was just so I could keep doing extra shit. You feel me? It was basically, here, something for you to be here. I make money and I had a job. The only reason why I had that job was because I was filming somebody who I deemed was successful, and I wanted to watch everything that they did. I wanted to have a mentor, and I wanted to have an apprenticeship. So what I'm trying to show you is the difference in mindset when you are a success and when you are in lack. Because nobody that is in lack will work a job that's paying them less than what they make in their own business. Somebody in abundance will work a job that's paying them less than what they need so they can get wisdom to eventually make more than what they make now. And what ended up happening was I learned a fucking lot. And that's why it's important to choose jobs that are connected to what you love to do. If you want to be a music artist, work at a studio. Work at Guitar Center. Work at Sam Ash. If you want to be in fashion, work at Zara. Work at Louis Vuitton. Work in fashion places. And then you're going to have more pride about your job because you know I'm not enslaved to nothing. I chose this because I'm growing and I'm making money from it. But when you choose something just for money, it's going to be very hard for you to walk away from it because guess what? You're going to create all your whole life on that money. And guess what? When that job offers you more money to go up higher and higher, you're going to say yes because you're doing it for the money. Oh, I'm going to have more money to do what I love. More money. Not realizing that what you traded in though was your time. Your time. And it's a difference. If you were doing something that was connected to your craft, you wouldn't mind taking that time because that time is inevitably making you better at your craft. So now you're accumulating hours. And this is why I say that's magnetic. That's smart. So somebody can be like, you work at Zara, you work at H&M, you work at Miu Miu, you work at a design, you work at Bal Harbor. Yeah, I'm a designer. So I get to see all the fabrics. I get to see all the collections. I get to see what's in style. I get to see the colors. I'm actually like very smart for what I'm doing right now. I get to get these clothes at a discounted price. I can take pictures in these clothes. I can post the pictures on Instagram, tag the brand, maybe get a sponsorship with my job. Like that is how you work your shit. That's how you work it. You wanna don't think hard but smart. No, for real. Another way to make the world crave you too is so being purposeful. The whole point of this to say how to make the world crave you is to be on your purpose. Okay? When you're on your purpose, you are sexy as fuck because you have something going on for yourself. And I know what you have going on. I know what you're focused on. I know where you're going to be. When I know what you're focused on, I know you're going to get there because if I know where you're trying to go, that means that you're so focused on it, you're so consistent with it that I picked it up. You feel me? So being on your purpose is very attractive. Another thing too, never be lazy with your self-care. Never be lazy with your self-care. Your clothes, you need new clothes. And let me tell you something, you don't have to go the expensive route. Go to the thrift and rework your clothes. I've actually been thinking about going to the thrift, getting clothes, and reworking them again, and doing one-on-ones to have a different connection with my style. Thank you, Naomi. And guess what happens? Your creativity starts to get sparked up. Somebody said, what if you want to be a talk show host? Do YouTube videos. Your YouTube video is not going to pay you in the beginning, but guess what? You're going to get practice. Do the videos at your job. You feel me? Crochet, thank you for the ice cream. So now, the next part to making yourself attractive, thank you, Alexis, for the gift. The next part to making yourself attractive and get people to crave you too is you got to get in the gym. Hold on, let me show you something. Hold on. You ready? You ready? Boom. Y'all, come on now. Come on now. Boom. Don't fucking play with me on Moonshine. No, you know what? Don't fucking play with me. Motherfucker talk about something. If you need clothes, I just dropped $50 sweatsuit. Don't get fucking blocked. Don't get fucking blocked. You trying to promote on my shit. You know what would have been smarter, Moonchild? What would have been smarter is, hey, Ori, let me send you my $50 sweatsuit. So you're going to watch the vlog and you're going to see how through each phase, before you could build yourself up, you have to destroy who you once was. Before you can build anything new, you have to destroy who you once was. And when I started to destroy at what I was, I had to make sure that I didn't judge myself when I was in that period of destruction. Thank you for the gift. Sometimes when we're going through a process of making ourselves better, we tend to judge ourselves for destroying us. Of course you're not going to look your best right now, my love. You're sweating. Of course you're not going to look your best right now, my love. You're doing the work. You're doing laundry. You're cleaning the house. But trust the process. Trust the process. I'm telling you, you got to trust the process when you're becoming someone new. You have to trust the process when you're becoming someone new. And I'm going to talk to you on some real shit. So I'm about to just go into it because I can feel and this is going to be all over the place. This is called a brain dump. But understand that when I start to just start channeling information of what needs to be said, because my intention for this live is to give information to the people who have been seeking it and who is ready for it. Okay? So, let's get into it. What I recognized, number one, was that before I could ever become someone new, I had to destroy who I already was. I knew that who I wasn't going to get me to where I wanted to be. Thank you, KO, for the gift. So I had to do some serious reflection because I'm not going to blame anybody but myself for what's happening. And that's something that you have to really learn. You cannot blame anybody but yourself for the life that you are living. And regardless, even if it is somebody else's fault, at the end of the day, it's still your fault because you allowed it. Okay? So, after I started working on what I didn't like about myself, I became aware of the things that I wanted to change. So, number one, I recognized that I wanted to change my body. I wanted my body to change. Now, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting on my story how I've been eating in my food. And the reason why is because guess what? I am gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. Now, when you're like, okay, cool, I'm focused on losing weight, I'm focused on gaining weight, I'm focused on getting toned, what you recognize is that when you get focused on it, you start to feel good. The problem is that eventually you fall off. The problem is eventually you fall off. And that's where self-awareness comes in. But a lot of people don't have self-awareness because they're so distracted with what's going on in the outside realm. If you're always focused on what's going on outside of you, you're never going to have awareness of what's going on inside of you. I even took the time to sit with myself in a room and stare at a wall. because I needed to hear myself. Some of you have completely muted your own inner voice because you don't take the time to listen. When your inner self tries to tell you something, you ignore it. When your inner self feels like, hey, I want to grow, but you don't do what is needed to grow, your inner self feels neglected. And this is where you start to feel a lack of self-love. There is something or someone inside of you that you need to check in with. And if you don't check in with yourself, you're going to find that you and yourself is out of sync. And if you and yourself is out of sync, how are you ever going to be in alignment with your destiny? It don't work like that. And that self that we're talking about is your head, is your ori, is your brain, is your mind. Because your mind is where your ashe is held, is where your magic is held, it's where your spirit is held, it's where your consciousness is held. Now understand, yeah, you want to make the world crave you, but you first got to look inside and see what you're craving. And once you can figure out what you're craving, you're going to be satisfied. And you're going to be so satisfied that other people are going to come to you looking for that same satisfaction that you give yourself. Because something about you now is peaceful. Something about you now is glowing. And you may think that it's not an item, but best believe people will want that very thing that you have. But you have to recognize how powerful that is, peace. You have to recognize how powerful that is, energy. You have to recognize how powerful that is, aura, magnetism. Because that very thing that may not be physical is the thing that helps you maintain and obtain the physical. So what I mean by that is, when you have peace and you have confidence, two things that aren't physical, those two things will manifest more things in your life. But you have to redesign yourself. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I just recently did it. I know a lot of y'all didn't see me for a couple of days. And the reason why was because I was going through my own transformation. And it took a lot of journaling. And guess what? I'm not done. But I've made it through a hard part. I've made it through the whole. You see, when you start creating your new self, the first part is so difficult. It's like a dark night of the soul because you really have to look at yourself and face your shit. And the first thing I started to do was write this down. I started to become very aware of everything I was thinking and everything I was doing. Thank you, Marie, for the gift. Thank you, Neff, for the gift. Thank you, KO, for the gift. I also became very aware of what I crave. I became very aware of what I desired. I became very aware of me. You see, some of us, we too busy in other people's business. We don't have time to be aware of us. We don't have time because you're too busy worried about what this person is doing and what this person isn't doing. So the first thing I want you to do is take your mind off of the external and start to put it inside. Because anything you see in the external that you disagree with, at some point, you internally created it. You feel me? So, whatever I didn't like in somebody else, I started to look at it within myself. Whatever I didn't like in somebody else, I made sure that I didn't have that aspect. You see, sometimes the negative can also be positive when you know how to use it, because negative is still energy, if used correctly, can be transmuted into a positive. I started to put the phone down. And also I started to recognize how much I picked up the phone. You know, and I started to see now when I pick up the phone, I've programmed myself so much to recognize when my body picks up the phone, so my conscious self can tell my subconscious self, no, you have to train yourself. So whenever I pick up the phone, I'm like, hey, I've been talking to myself. Whenever I pick up the phone, I go, hey, put it down. And I put it down and I go, oh, my bad. I forgot. Because I've recognized how my attention and my focus wasn't on what I wanted it to be on. And the reason why my attention and my focus wasn't on what I wanted it to be on was because I was destroying it with technology. Instead of using technology, I put the phone down and I pick books up. And it may sound real simple, but you may be surprised at what picking up a book and putting your phone down can do to rewire your brain. And that's what I've been doing, rewiring my brain to give me a different life. That is the key. Every single success book that I picked up, everything talked about one thing, and that was imagination. And at that point, I also recognized how much I wasn't using a skill that every creative should be using, which is your imagination. So what I recognized too was, through all the books I was reading, Psycho-Cybernetics. Don't worry, my blog that I'm putting up tomorrow is going to have all the books that I've been reading. But I've been reading the fundamental books of success. Think and Grow Rich, Psycho-Cybernetics, Neville Goddard. I've been going back to the basics of how to create the life that I want. How to create a new self-image. And I recognized I was not visualizing enough. We can talk about it, but until you show your brain what it is that you want, your brain is going to create whatever the fuck. And you have to tell your brain, hey, no, like a computer, hey, no, I told you to create this. Hey, Siri. And then when Siri don't get it right, you say, no, Siri, this is what I meant. Hey, ChatGPT, find me this. And when ChatGPT doesn't get it right, you say, no, this is not what I want. I meant this. So I started working on my visualization and I noticed something quickly, okay? So the first day that I sat my ass down for 15 minutes and I said, I am going to meditate. For all the people that were probably wondering, hey, what happened to the meditation? I had to get myself together first. I had to figure out what worked first before I could tell you what worked. So forgive me if I haven't been like showing up. I had to go figure out the formula first before I come to you with some random formula. No, I had to figure it out. And I figured it out now. So, and remember last time I figured this out, Alton Mason hopped on the live. I'm going to keep bringing that shit up. Anyways, what I did was I sat down on my Pilates machine. And I closed my eyes and I put on a frequency. No voices, just a frequency. And I visualized myself on a stage. And when I visualized myself on the stage, I saw the microphone, I saw the crowd, and I heard the and I understand it now. And I got emotional and I cried during that visualization because it felt so real. What that let me know is that I had got better at visualizing to the point that it started to affect my emotions so deeply. Anyways, so after I got out of the meditation, I immediately became that person because the first thing that came into my mind the moment I got out of the meditation was, I need to post my music. Stick with me now. So because I visualized myself as a type of person and I felt the emotions, when I got out of the meditation, I became that person because I embodied it. It gave me an inspired action. You see, if you're wondering what you need to do and how you're going to get to where you need to get to, you're not the person yet. When I got out of the meditation, I immediately knew what to do and how to get there. I got on TikTok. I posted videos of my song, and I hadn't done that in a while. Do you know, moments later, somebody DM me and say, yo, I need to see you perform at this birthday bash in Art Basel in Miami. I'm going to get you a gig. Hit this person up. And within an hour after that meditation, I had a performance booked. I said, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck? And in that moment, I recognized how it works. So after I figured that out, I was like, because think about it. Some of y'all may be like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big... I visualized myself performing, and then next thing you know, somebody asked me to perform. That's a big deal. That means something in my imagination immediately led me to an opportunity. Now, what happens when you take that habit, and that was only 15 minutes every day? How can your life change then? So then I recognized, okay, I need to create a feedback loop now. So now that I have my first piece of evidence, and then I'm teaching you now, I don't gotta stress it. Whoever gonna learn it, gonna understand what I'm talking about. Now I'm creating a feedback loop. What that means is that after I've gotten evidence, I can show my subconscious mind, hey, here is proof that you are exactly this person. Thank you for the gift, Creator Love. Thank you for the gift, Naomi. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for the coin. So now I got evidence. So now I can continue to do the same thing I did over and over and over again. So now what I want y'all to know is, in my next meditation that I'm going to do on my mystery school, I'm going to actually host it, and I'm going to talk you through it. All right? And what we're going to do is, I'm going to get you to cry. I'm going to get you to cry out of pure excitement of what you are experiencing. Another thing too is, today's live is supposed to be about how to make the world crave you. Let me tell you something that I recognize. Thank you, Naomi. When I wasn't showing up in my energy, when I was forgetting the work, I started to see things repel me. I started to see things not be as attracted to me. And I had to take a step back. You feel me? Like, people or things who naturally adore me were repelling me now. They didn't want to be around me. And I understood that some of them, I didn't want to be around them either, but it's because I was transforming. Let me tell you. So what I recognized was, when you forget, let's put it like this. I'll give you an example, okay? Let's say you're talking to somebody. Listen to me. Let's say you're talking to somebody, right? And when you first met them, you were on your shit. You were working out. You were working on your business. You were leveling up. You were looking sexy. Like, you were on point. Like, every day you felt good about yourself because you knew that you were working on yourself. Your food tasted good. You were cooking. You were feeding yourself. Everything you was doing was for your improvement. You know that feeling after you take your supplements, you're like, I'm working on myself. Like, you were having that feeling every day because you were working on yourself. And then you start talking to this person. Now, it's not the person's fault. It's nobody's fault but you. But you started talking to this person, and you caught you a fish. And now you're comfortable because you caught you a fish. So you stop cooking as much. So now you probably getting a little acne because you're eating out, or your food don't have the same energy that it do. You're not working out as much because now you like, nah, I just want to chill with you. I just want to chill in the bed with you. That's not their fault. That's your fault. You're not reading as much because you're like, oh, let's Netflix and chill. Let's Netflix. So now you started to lay low on your habits. And then when this person not feeling you, or not chasing you, or not eating you, like not eating you up like how they usually eat you up, or not usually craving you like how they usually crave you, you wondering what's going on. Let me tell you something. You lost yourself. You got comfortable. So what I'm trying to tell you is, and this is why I say how to get the world to crave you. You have have to always carry yourself as if you're being courted. You have to always carry yourself as if that person is trying to cuff you for the first time. You got to keep yourself so sexy as if you on the market again. You have to. You have to hustle like you don't have a dollar to your name. You have to keep it up. So now that you stop doing the work as much, you started to notice that everybody not feeling you like how they usually feel you. Like your friends, thank you Ari for the gift, thank you Niche for the gift. Your friends usually they fan out a little bit about you. They fan out, like not like bad fan out, but you the friend that everybody look up to. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Jazz. Thank you for the gift. I don't even want to say your name because you my enemy sign. That rooster, oh, man. Anyways, so your friends usually fan out about you. People usually come to you for advice, but as of lately, they've been looking at you like you stagnating. And look, talking about it, why one of my friends calling me now? Hey girl, I'm on live, sweetie. I'm on live, sweetie. The whole world can hear you.
You're the only person who will understand, and this story is perfect, and I'm happy that you're on live.
Okay, what's the story? What's it about?
So I have this really good opportunity coming up for me to be able to work at this health and wellness center that's going to be paying me like double what I'm getting paid to do now, or whatever. And then I was just thinking about it, and earlier this week I had a conversation with my boyfriend about how I should start like getting back into going to casting calls to modeling agencies because they would book me for jobs or whatever. So I'm thinking about this interview that I'm gonna have tomorrow, and I'm thinking about like what I'm gonna tell them about myself because it's kind of like a luxury thing. So I was thinking about bringing up my modeling thing again, even though I haven't been modeling a lot recently.
So wait, real quick. So basically, before I'm gonna let you finish. So basically, you trying to figure out how to do this in the most magnetic way possible.
Yes, and I've been just like trying to just like put myself in the position of the person who's working in this luxury like office with these like luxury clients that are coming into this high-end place to like do their cold plunges and shit. Like I've just been trying to put myself into that mindset and act like that person. Okay, so look,
right? When is the interview?
It's tomorrow, but the story is so good. Like, you gotta let me tell the story.
All right, I'm gonna let you cook.
So then my brain transitioned from me talking to them about the modeling into me modeling, right? Bro, I'm literally about to cry. And this modeling agency that I literally like applied to be a part of their agency probably last year in New York, literally emailed me in the moment that my brain is like thinking about me modeling, bro. And I casted for this like years ago. I applied for this maybe like a year or two ago. Like this is not even recent. Like I haven't applied to any agencies recently. But it's just simple fact that happened in that second when my brain, like when I was thinking about
you was visualizing it.
I was visualizing it, and if that is not like the sign for me to just like that is not a sign, if that is just not like manifestation in itself right there. Like Tony,
what did I tell you at the beginning of the year? What did I say? Tell the world what I told you.
What did you tell me?
No, Tony, what did I tell you about your dragon year?
You told me that I don't remember because I'm so like caught up in this like whole moment right now. I told you that because you're born the year of the dragon, that this would be your breakout year. You did tell me that.
And the dragon is known for modeling.
Ain't that so much?
And did you know I was on live?
I did not know you were on live, and I was calling you, and I'm like, as the phone's ringing, I'm like, come on now, Ori, come on.
And you know what? Do you know what's so crazy? I just was telling them how I visualized and manifested a performance. I literally just was telling them that. Thank you for the sign. And I want y'all to know, Tony is a Leo. One of the most magnetic signs that there is. The Leo is the 5th sign.
Oh my God.
Tony, I'm going to call you after this live, but when I tell you, you are a sign, and I'm going to talk to you about, you know, a couple of things that I feel like I'm supposed to share with you, since you just, like, literally confirmed that. And you know what's funny, y'all? Real quick, last thing I'm going to say, you know what's funny? Her man is born 5/28. Her man is born 5/28. All right, later, girl.
All right.
Yo. All right, later, girl.
All right.
You can't make that up. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. You cannot make that up. Isn't that crazy that this is what we're... Isn't that crazy that this is what... So we found this little kitten yesterday at my mom's house. And he has such a fucked up eye. So she's been cleaning his eye. She kept him for the night because I didn't want to bring him around my cats. I didn't want to risk nothing. You know, as a mom, I got to protect my kids first. And now we taking him to the Humane Society so he can get adopted and get a real family. You feel me? Because he was just running around in the street, and it was at night, and it was just this little black ball, and I'm like, what is that moving? And I go, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a little kitten. I get close, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck going on with his eye? And Mia just went into adopting mode. You know, Mia just had some puppies. She didn't have to get them shit shots and get them shit, like she done took care of them puppies. So the mother bone is still in her. The cat breath stink, huh? She said last night he smelled like cow shit. I called him Deja Vu, so his name is DJ. Alright, just so you know, when we talking about him again after he get a family, we know how to address him. So that's Deja Vu. But I couldn't keep him. That would have been a 4th cat. Who's gonna do 4 cats? Not me. So I was like, she can't keep him. She got dogs. She definitely
last night.
She really? Who wanted to eat them?
The
Blue,
big
right?
ones. Blue Prince was acting weird, and Sugar was acting weird.
Sugar was acting weird.
Yeah, Sugar was on some and he was hissing at everything walking.
See?
He was hissing at everything.
Ma looked like she wanted to keep him.
She do, but you told me that's how.
What's up, everybody? We got a little rascal right here. See his eye? His eye is what needs some love. His eye needs some love. See him? So we're gonna get him adopted. He gonna get a home. I know he is. He is too cute. He too cute. Too cute. Too cute. Too cute. Right, baby? Right, baby boy? You too cute. Aww. So, yeah, man. Don't mind me. I gotta reawaken myself. I gotta reawaken myself, and I gotta... you're so cute. Yeah, so I woke up 5 a.m. Worked out a little bit. Did some Pilates, lifted some weights. And then got breakfast. Drank some tea. Ate some eggs. Like, I ate a full breakfast. I ate a full breakfast. And now we taking care of little DJ here. And then what I'm gonna do after that is I'm probably gonna do another workout, something a little bit more intense. I'm probably gonna go to the actual gym, do something a little bit more intense, and then I'm gonna get into creating. I really want to work on some music today. That's really what I work on. I got a performance coming up. Jim Jones is actually performing there too. But yeah. Right now, I'm on the grind. Tours coming up, performances are coming up, travel is coming up, and I need to make sure I'm prepared. That's like where I'm at with it right now. Everything right now for me is like getting myself prepared. I'm not waiting for the opportunity to show up to get prepared. I'm getting prepared before the opportunity shows up, so that way I can be just on point. On point. You feel me? What's up, cutie? That's my thumbnail. What happened? Honestly, your breath so stink. Like, your breath is shit. Honestly, I'm so glad. Where we go? He is the... Honestly, I'm so glad that I'm learning all of this, because I feel like now I'm really understanding what it means to put yourself in position to win. Sometimes you need information from different places for you to like put everything together and understand what that information really means. Like, really means. Sometimes we think we know what shit means until we hear it from different people's experiences, and then we recognize, oh shit, that's what that really means. So, yeah. You have to prepare yourself before something happens, and that's how you make sure you're the person that's already there. You know what I'm saying? If you're preparing for that opportunity to make its way, that means that you are already that person, because you're doing what needs to be done to do that thing or to manifest it. You feel me? What are you doing? What you doing? Relax. Relax. You hungry? No, not my milkshake. Not my milkshake. My milkshake brings other boys. Y'all know how I was talking to y'all about my transformation, right? Hold on, I'm coming right back. Let me show y'all something. So this is breakfast for today. Let me show you. I washed my hair. Yeah, this is not even the final form yet. But look, I washed my hair. And I ain't gonna lie, I almost got coffee today. And you know what? Mia ain't no fucking help. Mia ain't no fucking help, because I could see her weak to go too. Shit, we both feeling weak. Like Mia wanted to say, hell yeah, I want to go. I saw it on her face. You know what? But I had to choose last minute. I was like, man, stick to the plan. So instead of coffee, you know what I got? A protein shake. And then I have yogurt. I got yogurt. I can barely see it. And this yogurt has dates, granola, bananas, honey, and yeah, everything we need for a healthy breakfast. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the food at the coffee shop wasn't going to be good. It would have been good for, gains, because the salmon, cream cheese. But the problem is the coffee. I would have got coffee. And I'm like, I cannot, because if I get coffee today, I'm going to get coffee tomorrow. You feel me? So it's not even like, oh, it's just one coffee. No, you think it's one coffee. The one coffee is the acceptance for more coffee. And I can't do that. Look, she fucking up her smoothie right now. She about to do some Pilates. She was already doing a little bit of it. Getting in that work. You getting in that work, right, Mia? Let me say, these cats always beefing. So, yeah. Y'all see I got my hair back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking rough, but I told you I'm back. I'm back. And I'm never going nowhere from this point on. I'm here to stay. I'm about to give my mom her little rundown. I'm not gonna show you because you don't want to be seen, right? You look good though.
No,
you look. Listen, man. Don't forget now. This lady got a whole mouth makeover.
Let me show you what. Oh, here they go. So these gonna be my glasses. Cause watch how they.
I can't show you.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna see my eyes. Tell me this don't look good with my hair.
Oh, she on thing. Oh, she on thing. She look good, boy. You look good. What? Yeah, man, she's so funny. She's so funny. So let me go ahead. Let me give you the rundown for what your year gonna look like, okay?
Okay.
So you just got out of an emotional year. Mm-hmm. So that means that This past year was all about like people triggering you, like people say something and it just ruin your day, or like you just had a lot of emotional energy, maybe drama, maybe like traumatic things may have came up, like, but you helped a lot of people within that past year. You probably found a lot of people were drawn to you also and just would come to you or talk to you about their problems. Like, for example, the Las Vegas lady is an example of what your year looked like. Now what your year is going to look like, you're going to be smiling a lot. So this is your 3 year. 3 is like the number of the child. 3 is the number of fun. 3 is the number of lucky. 3 is the number of I want to go out. I want to do stuff. Like, you may find a short attention span. You want to answer that? Somebody got to be telling you happy birthday, no?
No, that's the union calling.
Oh. So you're going to have a lot more fun. You're going to be making more friends. You're going to be networking more. You may find yourself doing things that you used to do. See, look, you see how you said, oh, I used to wear that? Mm-hmm. That's what you're going to start doing more. You're going to start wearing stuff or doing stuff that your childhood you used to do, or things when you were younger. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a real youthful energy. You may find that, like, when you do your look, you may find that everything you do is going to make you look younger. Everything you want to do is like, I want to go have fun. I want to go talk. But you're even going to be funnier this year. You're going to find that people are going to be laughing at your jokes and what you say way harder than before.
Oh, what they do now? Like crazy.
But now you're really going to be funny. Like, you just going to be talking to people and meeting people. That's really what... I need some lotion. That's really what you're going to be doing. She's going to be having a lot of fun. Talking. You're going to get tired of talking. You're going to get tired of talking. But that mouth, you know, you got them veneers now, you know, the mouth. Hold on. Hit it. What? Listen, porcelain, not composite. Not the cheap stuff that got the little yellow residue in between. She went porcelain from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, you need some lotion, baby.
I know. My mom got a powerful birthday. I be trying to tell her that. You got a very powerful birthday.
But don't these glasses look good with the hat on?
Yes, they do.
They matching, right?
You got a whole vibe going on.
Yeah, so this